Fact, we all need food to survive. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is food sustainability to you? Hi, I'm Sabrina, and if you haven't already, definitely check out my previous quick set on sustainability in the fashion industry. As the sustainability movement continues, I'll now be covering sustainability in the food industry. A key difference between the two industries is that fashion is a choice, whereas food is a necessity. Over the 3 quick sets in this series, let's explore together why aren't we more concerned about being sustainable. How would you describe yourself? Do you eat meat? Are you a vegetarian or a vegan? Are you fluid? What's your relationship like with food? You may be someone that eats for substance and to survive. On the other hand, you may be a real foodie or even a connoisseur. This blew me away. The UK throws away around 9.5 million tons of food a year in the UK alone. That is enough food to feed 30 million people a year. And though 8.4 million people in the UK are suffering from food poverty, that is 1 out of every 8 of us. That is crazy. This imbalance is a huge concern. In my previous quick set, I mentioned the UN General Assembly's Sustainable Development Goals, and they are even more relevant on the subject of food. The SDG food goals include Zero Hunger, goal number 2, Good Health and Well-being, goal number 3, and Responsible Consumption, goal number 12. For a moment, let's focus on looking at food sustainability through the waste lens. Food waste is described by the Business Waste Editorial 2023 as any food products that are thrown away as opposed to being consumed. I have 2 percentages on the screen. Any thoughts about what they represent? 60% of food waste come from the home. 40% produced from a combination of businesses and hospitality. Rotting waste emits methane gases, which is a powerful pollutant and heats up the atmosphere. Tackling the issue of food waste is one of the biggest things we can do individually to make a positive difference in our environment. You might even think that food waste just happens when you throw your food away, but actually, food is being wasted in all aspects of the food chain. Let me break it down. Fertilizers and pesticides during manufacturing and transportation of food directly impacts the environment, as well as supermarkets throwing away over 100,000 items of edible food annually. Pause the screen, check out the graphic. I'm sure you can come up with many more examples. Stop wasting food today. Here are some practical methods you can input. 1. Think. What can you do right now to lower your food waste? 2. Download apps such as Too Good To Go, which helps you explore shops and restaurants in your local area where you can purchase surprise bags at a great price, stopping surplus food from going to waste. 3. Composting of scraps is great for people who want to grow their own food. There are even gadgets that go under the sink and can make compost without stinking up the place. Are you composting? I have to admit, I just started composting myself a few months ago and I feel great about it. 4. Build healthy eating habits and know how to deal with food waste. For example, as we need to eat more veg, we might find we have more waste. So knowing how to deal with all the peelings, rinds, etc. is really handy. For example, you can actually use potato peelings to make a tasty snack. I know, I've tried it and it was so good. Check out the recipe on the screen and make sure you take a screen grab. 5. A visual representation of how much food you're wasting. Be more aware of your food bin at home. You could even take pictures of how much food you're actually wasting a day to keep yourself accountable. Once you can see what you're wasting, you can make a change. Before you check out part 2 and 3 in this series, I'll leave you with this Native American proverb. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children.